Hi everyone, I'm Rachel Chamness at Soundwaves Heal. Today I'm giving messages with my own cards, which are Elemental Magic and Manifestation Fae Oracle deck, which comes with a booklet too, and there's over 37 different elemental beings in this deck. And I talk about them. It's not a huge write-up because I am working on a book, a sort of encyclopedia of Fae, but it does tell a little bit about them and then bring a channeled message forward. So as always, when I do this, and I'm here with FindMeAMedium, whenever I do this, I usually tell you about two cards first, and then I read as many people as I can. Hi, Jean. Hi, Brooke. And I usually read about 45 people until about a quarter till, and then I do a group reading and healing. So I hope you'll stick around for that. I'm going to warn you that I had a lot of coffee and brownies this morning, so I might be talking really fast. So I made the most amazing brownies, and I need to never make brownies again. Okay. Anyway, let's go to the first card I want to show you. And yeah, I have another cappuccino latte here. So these two cards that I'm talking about today, I'm really excited. These are two of my favorite cards. This is Trust and Patience, and I just love this card because of a servitor who I did not know what they were before this deck. I had a feeling that there was something there was something that was like a doe and, a little different than the other being that we know, like the Sagittarius being. What am I trying to think of? What am I trying to say? But that it was different. And so I was really excited when I got a clear picture of faunally. And, I'm going to read the book and it's going to say this, but they're not that many of them. So I had not seen them before, and they're so beautiful. And I just love the way this card came out, the little fairies on it and everything. Okay, so I'll read. It's called Trust and Patience. So if you have my deck, which is easy to get, if you're in the USA, you can get it on Amazon. Otherwise, you can get it on my website, soundwavesheal.com. So servitors are shy creatures. If you connect with one, you should give them many thanks for appearing to you with a message and consider yourself lucky. Unlike deer on Earth who are prey to many species, these beings are calm and trusting in the Creator. They are children of Gaia. Faunali's message is, trust in the coming result of your wishes and desires. The very best possible outcome is assured once you release all worry and place your trust in the universe. You cannot possibly know the very best outcome from your human perspective, so it may look different from what you are desiring. Yet once it is yours, you will not wish it to be any other way. Now, my other card I want to show you today before I start the readings is another favorite. And this was actually the first card that we did. So it actually looks a little bit different than the others, but I love it because it's so fluid. These river naiads, they're very fluid. So river naiads are water creatures who live in rivers. Naiads seem to me to be very ethereal. Their presence seems more like a spirit or energy than a being with a higher dimensional body. They are very fluid creatures who are really just the spirit of the river. They are very wise and loving beings. And then here's her channel, which has to do with the card, Time to Move. So if you had this deck and you pulled it for yourself and you were like, I don't know, what does it mean for myself? Then you could go here. It is time to surrender to the flow instead of fighting against the current. Your stagnant energy is blocking a beautiful momentum into the life you have always wanted. You are being guided towards a move, physically or mentally. It might require what feels like a risk, but it will bring you great rewards of freedom and joy. All right, so that's my two cards today. Let me go to the comments. Hi, everybody. Hi, Jean, Jennifer, Trish, Cheyenne. Oh, pretty name. Okay, Jean, you're first. So I'm just going to shuffle these cards to be in order. So if you guys don't know me, I am shamanic and we should start over. I'm Rachel Chamness. I'm a shamanic channel and mentor. I'm at Soundwaves Heal. I'm also a liquid Reiki shamanic sound healer, and you'll hear a little bit of that when I do the group message. So I'm just going to shuffle these to be in perfect order. It's that way we'll go through fast. All right, so Jean, you got leadership. Tote the Centaur, calling you forward for leadership. What they're showing me is a small group of friends. They're not all women, I don't think, no. And they're saying that there's something that you're supposed to bring forward for them, some leadership, you're supposed to be teaching something that you know to a few friends. And they show me something like very casual, like even like a little party or something like that, where you are leading them in something. It doesn't have to be light work, though I feel like it has a little bit of that kind of idea with it. So there's just some sort of leadership that you're supposed to be bringing forward. And if you don't know what it is, then that's okay. That is just them letting you know to start looking for it and start recognize it as it comes forward. Okay. Brooke, you're next. These are messages from the Fae from my card deck. So if you'd like insights or anything different than that, then you can go to my sessions page at soundwavesheal.com and see what I offer there. But for today, we're just doing Fae and Elemental readings like every Thursday. Okay, Brooke, you got worthiness. Bees be the Selkie. So Selkies are really, they really love to teach about self-worth. And it's kind of an interesting story because, you know, the Selkie story is it's about abuse, you know, the original story about how Selkies came. Anyway, it's a long story. Let's just go to your reading. So worthiness is the key of you really getting ahead. So they're showing me like a little stagnant energy or stopping point or a feeling of stuckness, and like how it's like you've been trying to get forward in this spot for a while, and you've been looking at all the different things that could be blocking you or keeping you, but what it really is what you have some sort of feeling or block that it's not a block, it's like a feeling or a sentence in your head or something old that needs to be released that's about self-worth, about what's your worth or what you deserve or what you can achieve. And it's all tied to self-worth. Now, of course, you know, this is a thing that we all do. We have to find these little spots of self-worth or, you know, stories that we tell ourselves and just do a little dive into that, figure out what it is so that we can release it. It's all part of our shadow work that we do all the time. Of course, you guys know I have a blog post on shadow work if you ever want to do that. A way to do shadow work that's, you know, easy, works through your shadow without ruining your life, basically. I hate to see people post, oh, I've been doing shadow work for weeks and I feel so terrible. There's ways to do it because shadow work's never ending. So look for that piece that is keeping you from moving forward in that one spot, because I feel a little frustration there, and that's really all you need to do is think like, where am I keeping myself from going forward? And one way to do that is like, what feels scary if I do get it? So if I do get past this block and I get the, or whatever it is, I don't like to say blocks because I feel like talking about them creates them. So if I do get past this thought or whatever is keeping me stuck, then what would it feel like? And is there any fear in that? Do you feel any closed part of your body in that? Like when you think about the result that you're looking for, and if you get a little feeling of fear, then that is what needs to be released. Hi, Joanne. You got finish. Mary Mont the elf. Finish what you started. I just heard them say that. I think they want you to come back to your light work as soon as you can. Is kind of what I get. I know you're grieving, but there's small things that you could do. A little self-healing with your own Reiki, a little pulling cards for yourself in the morning or for a friend, you know, maybe a little trade with someone. Doesn't have to be an hour. Could be like you're going to trade 15 minutes of healing and cards and reading for someone else, but come back is what they're saying. It's going to actually help you with the grieving period is what they're saying. So come back to it a little bit and it's going to kind of help you. And they're going to say you'll see a little more opening now. There is some help on the other side from your mom, and you'll see that, and it'll help things quite a lot. Uh-oh, here comes the cat, I think. Hi, Cheyenne. You got call for clearing. So Tsula, the Diamond Light Dragon. When this comes up, it means it's time for a clearing. It's time for a spiritual session, something to clear your auric field, remove anything stuck or anything that shouldn't be there, and really to lighten your load. They're saying, like, lighten your mood, lighten your outlook, and to help you feel better. You know, it's like we take care of ourselves in self-care all kinds of ways, but one way that we really need to dedicate ourselves is to have regular sessions, you know, once every so often. When was the last time you had one? And after you have one, and then you get some clearing and some up-leveling, hopefully messages opening, then everything's going to look brighter and better. You're so welcome. Hi, Jennifer. You got Listen, the Mudu, the tall elf. Your guides are telling, actually, I hear the Fae are telling you things. They're talking to you, and you hear them, but you aren't really sure if it's your voice or their voice or what's going on, I think, or who they are. If you're already a psychic, then maybe you're not sure they're Fae. So everybody's psychic, by the way. So listen and believe in what you're getting is what I get, because they really are talking to you. Trish, you got tend to your garden. Hawatha, the garden fairy. You can see she's looking at her garden like, oops, I forgot to water the garden. It's all dead. So when that card comes up, it's about like there's something that needs your attention, maybe someone you love, or something that you haven't been paying attention to. And it's just a reminder to check around and see who needs you, or what you need to tend to. I feel like it's someone needs your attention, and maybe they think you're too busy, and so they haven't said anything, but they're wanting to talk to you. Okay, there's a cat who needs to come in. Hold on. I only have one cat, though. There's the cat who needs to come in. You want to come in? Hold on. You gotta go out. Okay, Jody's next. Cats, you know. You got Love. Maybe the fairy elf. Maybe is one of the beings that we're connecting with in my in my 5D daily group right now. Candace comes on live on Sunday mornings and works with whoever wants to come on to work with channeling, because that's what I do, is I help people with channeling. And Candace is one of my master students now, colleague, and she helps people also in my group. So this is one of the ones that we're working on. So I just want to say that to anyone who wants to learn to channel, that's what we're doing in 5D daily. Okay, so Love, Mebe. I see that there's a lot of love around you. There's a lot of love, and this is all kinds of loves, like friends, maybe a little bit of family too, maybe other kinds of love. But what I feel is a real wall. Not, you know, I don't know how serious the wall is, but there is a wall here a little bit. So, you know, just learning to trust in your spirit guides is really a great way to break through walls like this, like where we've been hurt and we're like skeptical of people now, or, you know, or we think, you know what, I don't need anybody, things like that. So when it comes to walls around our heart, if we can just trust that our spirit guides have our backs and they're looking out for us, then that really helps. Okay, you say you don't have many people around, but you know, if you can let this wall down a little bit, then the people will find you, even if there's literally no people around. You know, if you live in the country, they'll still find you. So that's kind of what I get. Now, this is what I would recommend. I have a free spirit guide masterclass program, and that might help you a lot. bring in your spirit guides and have them help you open up more and find that trust. And this is for everyone, you know, find that trust that the universe really has your back, and it will help a little bit with that. You're so welcome. Hi, Alicia. Okay. Woo. I need to go faster. Look at all the people. Hi, everybody. Woo, goodness. Okay. Let me speed up. All right, Diane Steele. You got Be Uniquely You. Some of the Pink Dolphin. When this one comes up, it's like, you know, you don't need to show this face to these people, this face to those people, just because, you know, they can't understand the real you. It's okay to just be truly you. And maybe there are certain things that we don't say in front of people who aren't going to understand it. It's just going to turn into a big thing. And I get that. But they're saying, really just be you. You don't need to put on a face for anyone. And the more that you're more you, and the more that you are really just feeling that light inside of you, and just, you know, really committing to your own self and what you truly want in this world, the more you're gonna find people who are so down with how you are and your uniqueness, and so much more like love and beautiful, yeah, beautiful expression. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's just, you know, you don't need to show anything to anyone. Just be yourself. And I know it's such a simple message, but we all do it, you know. I don't always come right out with, hey, I'm a trance medium or a shamanic channel mentor. I mean, I do try to just do it all the time, even if it shocks people. I live in the Bible Belt and it's a whole thing, and I do try, but you know, sometimes I'm a little softer with it, but I always try to be real. You know, if people start talking about things that I just don't want to have anything to do with, then I usually just leave. All right, it's or I'm like, I don't believe any of that. Sorry, guys. Okay, Linda. You got yes. So Linda Wallace, where are you being asked to do something that's out of your comfort zone? Is what I get. And they want you to say yes because it's going to lead to so much stuff. So someone's asked you to do something and you're like, oh no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And your guides are saying, say yes more often and see what happens. And they show me that movie, Yes Man, with Jim Carrey. It's a hilarious movie. I love the movie. I like the idea of it. Oh, I said it right, Cheyenne. Okay. Hi, Brenda. You got trust your intuition. So what I get is that there's something going on and everyone thinks one thing and you think something else. And you're like, I don't know, am I wrong? No, you're right. It's possible that you can be right and like 15, 20,000 people can be wrong. No, I'm just kidding. Or, you know, you're right. Trust your intuition. It's true for you. You know, it is true for you. So, okay, Nikki Owen, you got abundance windfall. Woo! Go buy a lottery ticket. No, I'm just kidding. Abundance windfall really is like abundance is coming to you. And I get it's abundance of many things. Light, love, companionship, happiness, joy, like better than money. Okay. In this picture, of course, it shows him he's having it's all about finances. That's what, you know, humans usually think of first because we live in this crazy system, but there's a lot of good things and there's some financial money coming to you as well. So good things. Hi, Erin. You got caution. Fiscata Balbon. So something is not what it seems. There's something around you that looks one way and is another. They're saying that you have great instincts and you kind of know already and you suspect it. So here's the sign that what you suspect is true. Okay? And then we have Sally. You got specialist support. I'm from Australia. Hey, it's Friday morning. Thursday afternoon here. Not even Thursday morning. Okay, so it's so crazy. You're in the future, Sally. Feels like that, doesn't it? Okay. Specialist support. When you get this, it's like something you're trying to DIY, do it yourself, is like only gonna prove to be frustrating. So please hire someone to do it. And it's something I don't know, something like editing or it's something you're doing. Like, I feel it's like computer related. It's a computer related, and you're like, it's way cheaper if I do it myself. They're like, please get someone to do it. You're gonna be so glad you did. And if it's a price that is like killing you, then just keep looking and ask your guides to bring you someone that's more affordable. That's what I get. Hi, Keith. I can bring you a card. So we got release and go. So polar bears are actually elementals, interestingly enough. And they claim they come from Polaris. So they're actually, yeah, even though most elementals are earthly, polar bears come from Polaris. Okay. Release and go usually means that it's time to release something that no longer serves you. And this seems to be a matter of the heart, because they're really, you probably can't see it. You see his heart. There's always signs on good oracle cards, which of course these are mine. I made them very well. I channeled them, and then I made sure there were lots of little signs in there. So that heart, they're really showing it to me. It's a matter of the heart is what I hear. Time to let something go. Okay. Nikki Owen, I think I got you. Okay. All right. I am not doing that kind of reading, doing elemental, but you got music for manifestation. So Michelle, they're saying that you like to sing, I think. I think they're showing me singing, something like that, with music. So they're saying that if you can, you know, okay, so if it is singing, I'm like 90% sure. If it is singing that you like to do, then playing music that really pumps you up and letting you, and then singing and even like changing the words to be things that you're trying to manifest will help you bring into your life what you want to bring. So that just a few minutes, you know, and it's a good like break in your day too, especially if you're like at home, if you work from home, or if you leave the office for a moment. You can probably do it in the car too, but you know, but to like, if you can really stand up, dance around, sing song, or sing words to songs that you love, that the words are the manifestation. There's a lot of power behind this kind of manifestation work. And for you, Michelle Rose, they also want to give this to you with a caution. Like, also be careful what you're singing. So if you're singing something that's really negative because it's a really good song, watch that, because you manifest really well with music. So, you know, if you want to sing that song, give a few moments to change the words and sing it in your way. Okay, Deanne, you get Flow, Earthly, the Lava Mermaid. Now, you guys, I am live, but I'm in 4 different places. So if you see me kind of jumping around and your comment looks like there's no comments before you, or not that many, and I haven't gotten to you yet, it's just because I'm seeing them all at once. So, you know, you can post again if I haven't gotten to you, because I'm going to go to the most recent posts in a minute, because there are too many to start from the beginning anymore. So Deanne, you get Flow, Earthly, the Lava Mermaid. These are Lumerian and other types of volcano mermaids, and they like Flow is all about like what's easy and moving in your life, and following that. And when you get this card, it's like, what is flowing, like what is easy and what's hard. If you're trying to do something and it keeps proving like it's just too hard to get it going, then there's something that needs to be shifted. And so one way to shift it is to find what is flowing and work through there, or, you know, do some work around what's causing it not to flow. Perhaps it's just not the time. And that's why they usually say go with what is flowing. Because, you know, like for instance, you know, I made these and then I started a book, like a lot. I have a lot of a book written that goes with this, but it's not the time. And now I just can't bring myself to do it. And when I ask my spirit guides, because of course I'm psychic, so I ask them, they say, it's not the time. They want me to make like 3 books first. So I'm working on the other books because they say that's the way I'm supposed to do it. So, you know, I'm going with what is flowing, and that's super easy. It's much easier for me to work with the books that are flowing than to try and bang my head against a brick wall, try to force myself to finish this book, even though it's all in my head. It just seems so hard. It's because it's just not time. But sometimes it could be that, you know, we just have to find what it is that's making us feel like it's not flowing. In some cases, it could be not time related, but, you know, personal, spiritual growth related. So sometimes we have to find a little thing that we have to learn, and we get past release, and then we're like, oh, it opens up. Now it flows. Now it's time. I hope that makes sense. Okay, Mel, you got now. Bert, the Vassal Giant. When you get this card, then your guides and your Fae friends are saying, it's the time's now. So if you find yourself saying, I can't wait to do that thing, as soon as I'm fully certified, finished, I'm going to just need to take one more course, or, you know, feel like I'm kind of got it, but not yet. It's really not time yet. As soon as I get to a certain point, I'm going to do it. They're like, no. That's, you're going to learn a lot more in application. This is a quote from them. That's what they're saying. You're going to learn a lot more in the application of doing. So go ahead and do. Start now and do. And start at a beginner's place. That's fine. And you're going to learn a lot more than by doing it yourself than just by taking more courses on the same thing. I hope that makes sense. Okay, Shauna, you got reevaluate. So this reevaluate card is, I was thinking about this card last night. It's all about like where you said you were going to do this thing, or you overcommitted yourself, or you're doing something for someone because you're nice. You said you would, and now it's a burden. But we are taught, once we say something, you can't go back on it, or, you know, you're POS, you know, so you can't, you know, that's the bullshit on that. You know, the Fae say, if you're doing something that's not good for you, it's okay to say, hey, I said I would do this for you, and I have been doing it, but I have to tell you, I don't think it's good for me. I should have made a boundary, and I didn't. And so now I'm going to say, I can't do this anymore. Let me help you find another solution, you know, where you do it yourself, or you go find someone else to do it. Or I can give you this other thing that is easy for me to give you instead. And just like, sorry, thank you so much. But for understanding, but I just can't anymore. So that's kind of where I get reevaluate your boundaries. I could have just said that in 1 second, right? Okay, Mel, you get make a decision. What decision are you waffling on? Because your guides are saying, you know, just go ahead and make one. It doesn't make a difference. Both decisions will lead you to where you want to go. And it's not really for you, like one's not really that much faster. So make the decision. Go ahead and just choose something and commit to it. Whichever one feels easier for you, just make the decision. Okay? They're saying it's very important that you do. Krish, healer, ball, the tree spirit. You're a healer, Krish. I think you know that. I think you might have gotten that before, or perhaps you already know that. And when I really noticed the bird and the tree here, birds are messengers. And so that makes me feel that what they're saying is, it's not just that you're a healer, but it's time to tell the world that you're a healer. Yeah. Yes, I've missed many people, Kim. I'll get to you. There's 40 people on here. Okay, manifest for you, Autumn. Lar Genie of the Old West says that manifesting is fully within your power. It's fully within your power. That's what they want to say. It's like, that's exactly what they're telling me clairaudiently. Like there's nothing that you can't manifest. If you're feeling like manifesting is hard for you, or it just doesn't work for you, then you're misunderstanding the law of attraction or how it works. Or you're too often negating it by saying negative things that keep you stuck, or staying in a place of longing for something. So there's some maybe disconnect of understanding the law of attraction. So my suggestion would be to read or listen to the audiobook called by Mike Dooley. It's called Infinite Possibilities, and it is amazing. It's so easy to listen to if you don't like to read, but if you like to read, it's easy to read too. He's amazing. He's an amazing guy. Infinite Possibilities by Mike Dooley, Dooley. And there's a lot in there that can help you really understand where you might not be connecting fully with the law of attraction. Alicia, you got observe your thoughts. Observe your thoughts and see where you've got a negative story. Do you know what a story is? A story is like something happens and we say that such and such happens to me, and then we make it permanent, and then it keeps happening. And so from experience, we say such and such happens to me. This is just a thing. Like, I'm just that way, or this is just like a thing that happens all the time. And once we release the story, then it can be changed. But if we stick to the story and we're always saying the story, then it keeps repeating and repeating in our lives until we figure out it's something we are causing by saying it. It's a very law of attraction thing. So observe your thoughts means look, like, just keep a third eye on your brain. And when you hear yourself saying something that you're like, I don't want that to be true anymore, then you'll be like, aha, and you can release it. And then you can make testimony, not testimony, when you say affirmation instead, flip it around to say the positive, or say like, that used to happen, but now I experience great joy and benefits, blah, blah, blah. Like, make a, kind of flip it around. Okay, Kim, you got self-employment. Hardash, the dragon, he's holding the keys to self-employment. Are you already self-employed? Sometimes if you're self-employed and you get this, it's about, like, because he's showing me the keys. He's saying there are many keys. There are many keys to self-employment. There's many ways of getting into self-employment. There's many streams of income that you could create for yourself. And that's really what they want you to do. Create a new stream of income or widen the one you have. Yeah. You are. Yeah, so that's what I thought, because he's saying there's more. So there's more that you could do for the one you have, but it really looks like he wants you to start something, another thing, small, related, or like a different way that you do your self-employment. Like, for instance, if you do, like, if you're a coach, or you do a lot of like live one-on-one stuff, that you add some like group things or video, or like, if, that you sort of add another thing to it. Or maybe, you want to make your own Oracle card deck. Andrea, you got share. Okay, so if anyone you posted a while ago and I haven't gotten to you yet, post again. I've got so many on here. You got share. Hummel, the abundance dragon, coming forth for you. He is an abundance dragon. He is saying that there are things that you have that are no cost to you, like perhaps things that you don't use anymore that you could be sharing. And it does two things. It kind of releases clutter, and it kind of opens you up to receive more by sharing them. So it's kind of like, this is really interesting. I have not ever gotten this message for this card before, but it's kind of like you already have these things, you're not using them, and if you felt like it resonated to give them to someone, then you should, and it will help you increase your abundance. That's what he's saying. Okay, let's see. Susanna from Portugal. Oh. You got adventure. Kaki, the amethyst fairy. I don't know if it's about spiritual evolution, but I mean, I would say all these cards are about your spiritual evolution for sure. Okay, so adventure, Kaki. Kaki says that, or Kaki, however you want to say her name. She's saying that, okay, she is saying that. She's saying there's so much adventure to be had. And yes, in your spiritual life. So I think she's talking about reaching higher dimensional realms in meditation, or even astral traveling, or adventures in the magic of connecting with the Fae, which you absolutely could. Of course, you can do that in many ways. I help people connect with all kinds of beings of light. That's what I do. I'm a shamanic mentor, and I help people trans-channel messages and healing. Even just by buying this deck, which you can buy on my site, which is $10 off to help you with shipping to Portugal. you can connect to each one of these beings, and that in itself could help you spiritually, because the more that you talk to your spirit guides, the more that they can help you with your spiritual evolution. But she's saying that just there's so much adventure to be had there, to go farther and do more about it is what I get. And if you want, I have a free spirit guide masterclass and a whole bunch of really cool meditations and an attunement to unicorns and things like that. For anybody who wants it, it's free at learn.soundwavesheal.com/spirit guides, or you could just go to soundwavesheal.com and you can find it under the offers, and it's free. So there's just a lot of adventure coming up for you, which is really fun. Okay. And then Kristen, you got set your sights higher, Kristen Rittal. Okay, so when this shows up with the seahorses, then that's really all about where are you stopping yourself from experiencing everything that you want. So if there's what you want in this world feels out of reach, or you feel like you're settling somewhere, like this could relate to love, settling in love, settling in career, settling in, I mean, even the doldrums, like the day-to-day things, like, are you bored? Do you feel like there's more? There's a lot more you could do, you know, then do it. Set your sights higher. It's a feeling of worthiness, you know, like I'm worth more than this. I can have what I wish for. I was made to come into this body, into this life, to experience the law of attraction and many other spiritual laws and understand this incredible spiritual world. And by setting your sights higher, you can reach more and you can have what you want. You never have to settle. Ask your spirit guides. Get some help from your spirit guides. Get my spirit guide masterclass. It will help you. Okay, good morning. Hi, Lori. You got divine change. Babette's the unicorn. So much change is happening for you. They use the word lickety split. I haven't heard that in a long time. Lickety split. Lots of things happening around. I see leprechauns around you actually too. Coming, lots of divine change coming to you and happening really fast. So there's an elf here saying, put on your running shoes. It's good stuff. Hi, Pamela. You got problem resolved. Some problem that you've been having is resolved. So just go ahead and say, thank you for resolving my problem and show me. I can't wait to see how you're going to show me today how my problem is resolved. Yeah? Can't wait, universe. How are you going to show me? Asking a question is a really great way to play with manifestation, and playing with manifestation is the easiest way to manifest, because then you're not too emotionally attached when you can release. Oh, that problem's resolved. I'm not going to think about it again. And the universe will show me that's probably the next time I'll think about it, right? Okay, Shirley. Hi, Shirley. You got trust and patience, which was the card we talked about in the beginning. So after this, you know, you could rewind it. Well, you're not on YouTube. You'd have to rewind on YouTube, but you can see that the trust and patience card. But I'm going to tell you what it's for you today. They're saying trust in yourself, trust in your own journey, that it doesn't have to look like everyone else's. You have a lot going on, and you know, it doesn't have to be lickety split like Lori's is going to be. You know, it's like it's a little bit here, a little bit there, but you're on the journey. Don't be discouraged. Have patience, trust in your guides, in the universe, and yourself. Know that you're on the right track and really feel that. They want you to like go outside, stand in the grass, ground, connect to your higher self. Really just like, sit in silence for a minute. Deep breaths and really feel like I'm so connected and I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, you know? And that should give you a really good boost. Jessica Ramirez, you got compassion, Lathrali, the tree spirit. Compassionate love. That's what Lathrali is saying. Compassionate love. How can you look today through the lens of compassionate love? And this means to everybody, even to, you know, that politician you can't stand, or, you know, fourth dimensional beings who are screwing up our earth or whatever, to see everyone through the light of compassion, because we are all part of source, every one of us. And though there are many people here whose soul is of source, but who are working through a lower dimensional life, meaning that they are, they're not working with the light, but they are from the light. They're here to experience something different. What is it really like to just make all the wrong choices and to get stuck in these sort of world domination requests, or trying to control others, or but their soul is from the light. So just knowing that they're here to play their part, and it doesn't have to have anything to do with you, but to have that a little bit of compassion there and see how that works for you. Yeah, Pam, didn't I just read you? Problem resolved, you got. Yeah, I see you. Hi, Judy. You got gratitude. Barry the Wolf. Gratitude for your journey. They're saying if today you just take a little time to have gratitude for everything. Ooh, this is a great idea for anyone. It's so simple. You have to say gratitude. You have to say that this is something that's so simple that we haven't thought of. Sorry, I got distracted. But take a little time to have gratitude for every single thing that happens today and see what happens. They said it'll be huge. It'll be huge. You know what? I might do it too. I'm just going to have gratitude for every single thing today and just see what happens for me. And you do it too, Judy. We'll compare notes, okay? And then if one of us forgets, we'll try again tomorrow. So Lori says, I'm literally in the place of moving to a new apartment as a type that's worked hard to manifest place of work. Oh, that's great, Lori. Great. I can never figure out how to be seen on your lives. So you guys, like I said before, I'm live in 4 places and I can only see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people, but there's hundreds of comments. So if you posted and no one posted after you and I still haven't called on you, it's just because there's a million others from Facebook or whatever. So just post again and I'll get to you. Okay. But I got you, Shirley. I get you. Good message. Hi, Judy. You got Witness the Miracle, Balthazar, the Guardian Gnome. These really cool guardian gnomes are in sacred spaces. So Judy, the miracle that you're trying to manifest is so close, so don't give up. Instead, witness it. What does that mean? When we're in longing for something, then whatever we feel is magnified. So the feeling of longing creates a longing that will never be fulfilled. So instead we have to flip into gratefulness. That's kind of what I was saying. Being grateful for everything's amazing, the last card. Instead, be grateful for the change and know that it's something you're going to see. So witness the miracle. I know that my miracle is here, even though I can't see it yet. Or no, even though I haven't seen it, even though in the past I didn't see it. Now it's being revealed to me. See, now I'm speaking. This is how you speak of a problem in the present tense. You don't say anything that could perpetuate it. So in the past I haven't seen it, but now it's opening to me and I am seeing how my miracle is here. And then you can ask a question, very powerful to ask a question, like I was saying to Pamela. Where is the universe going to show me today where my miracle has, how's the universe going to show me today my miracle? I can't wait to see. I'm really looking forward to that. Right? Okay, I'm called to Mimi. Courage. Mattel the Griffin. Have courage to take a leap, to take a risk, to get what you want. To say what you need to say, as scary as it is, to get what you want. I feel your heart almost coming out of your chest. You've rehearsed the words, you're going to say them, and it's so scary, but once you've said them, what can happen is amazing. That's what I get, Mimi. I hope that makes sense. Got Christina Watson, receive with grace. Kendall the Mermaid, receiving with grace. Okay, so this has actually been an ongoing topic in my higher realm activations, ethereal TV show, this, the one that especially the episode 8 that I'm editing now. And It's like, where are we not receiving? Where in our body are we holding a space of non-receiving, where, you know, where we're not open? So it's good to check in and say, am I open for receiving? Am I open? And just having that, I'm open to receive now. I'm open to receive now. And maybe you could ask the question, where will I see the signs of receiving today? Christine, I don't think I got you yet. See, stop and rest. Chitaldo the Ice Mermaid says, you're working too hard, or you're doing too much, or you're overthinking. I think it might be overthinking. So just release that. Start again. Make yourself busy with something else if it's overthinking, or just go sit in the sun with a book or with nothing at all and just sit. Just sit. Don't let yourself, like, leave your phone inside. Don't do anything but just sit in nature. Deep breaths. That's it. Let your mind wander. That is true rest for the soul. You're welcome, Mimi. Okay, we just have a few more minutes. So quick, let me know if I haven't read you yet. And what we're doing here is just the Fae Elemental readings. Angel Lovette, did I read you? Whew, I was thirsty. Self-forgiveness for you, Angel. Self-forgiveness. Where are you not forgiving yourself for something that is either not your fault or was just meant to be? We learn from mistakes. So instead of like, just really getting down on ourselves for the mistakes we made, we say, you know, I know better now, and I've learned a lot from that. You know what I mean? Jody wants the link again, and I hope it's this link. And was it my spirit guide, my free spirit guide masterclass? If you lose the link for learn.soundwavesheal.com/spirit guides, then just go to soundwavesheal.com. Under offers, you'll find the free. You'll find it. There's like a sub menu under that. And then the other link would probably be my shadow work blog post to help anyone with shadow work. And you can always go to my blog at soundwavesheal.com/blog, or go soundwavesheal.com, click blog, click search, and put in shadow work. Or put in anything you want. Blue avians, angels. You're welcome. Okay. I got you, Shirley. I already got you. You'll have to rewind, I guess. Up and down of being open, then having this moment I'm ready to receive. Yeah, you know, totally. Caroline Breen, I don't think I read you. Synchronistic events. Starlight, the Dolphin Pod. We talked about this card last week in the beginning, if you want to go back to that one. My Soundwaves Heal YouTube page. Synchronistic events. Starlight. In fact, they are saying that you should go to my YouTube page, Soundwaves Heal, click live, and see some of the past lives, because I did just make a live from my Tag Lightworkers membership with April Lindevald channeling Horus, which was really interesting. I think they want you to look at it. It's really cool. Anyway, whatever. I think you'll like my YouTube page. But synchronistic events for you are saying that there's things happening one by one that are pointing you in a direction to show you where to go. What I get about this is that might be a little, in my opinion, frustrating. It feels like they're trying to show you, because you don't have, at least you don't have a relationship with this spirit guide who's trying to talk to you. So you have a spirit guide who really wants to talk to you. And so I would suggest that you get if you don't have it, my Spirit Guide Masterclass. It has lots of other stuff in there too. And, okay, this is what you could do. First, you watch the Spirit Guide Masterclass to learn about boundaries with your spirit guides, things like that. And then there's a meditation there called Meet Your Joy Guide. And you can have an intention before you start. So the Joy Guide is your messenger guide. So you can say, if there's a spirit guide that I need to meet and get to know that I don't know yet, I ask my Joy Guide to show them to me in this meditation. Then lie down or sit up, whatever you want to do, and do the meditation so that your Joy Guide can bring you connection to that spirit guide. All right, that's a free way. If you want it easier, you can have a session. Of course, I attune people to spirit guides and all kinds of beings. Oh, thank you. Okay, let's do a group healing and card, especially because I'll be live next. So next I'll be live in my 5D Daily Facebook group, 5D Daily, and this is where you'll find the replay, of course, but I'll also be live on Soundwaves Heal YouTube and Facebook page, and I'll be doing, I'll be talking a little bit about solfeggio fork frequency 528, and I'll be giving a free healing for peace, anxiety, miracles, love, all the things that 528 is responsible for. So if you're feeling a little anxiety or anything, then tune in and you'll get a 20-minute little healing there. Well, I'll be talking some of the time because, I like to talk. All right, so here we go. Let's get a group card and healing for everybody. And if you missed yours, then as soon as I click off, you should be able to rewind it and find it, okay? Or go to Soundwaves Heal YouTube, or FindMeAMedium YouTube. That's an easy way to rewind. Okay, you guys got Celebrate, Wintana the Fairy Mermaid, another one of my favorite cards. Sometimes, okay, if you haven't noticed, these cards are all about manifestation. When I started channeling these cards from the Fae, I was like, these are manifestation cards. And they were like, well, you asked for a deck that would help people with general questions. And that's what people do. They use cards to find the answers to general questions of manifestation. And I was like, oh, okay, thanks for, Fae-splaining that to me. So, so when you get Celebrate, this is another way to really help your manifestation. You celebrate as if it's already here. You know what? It's here. It's already here. That problem is resolved. Woo, woo, I'm gonna do a little happy dance. I might play a song. Who got music for manifesting today? Whatever I said about that. Like, I'm gonna play a song and I'm gonna change all the words to be like, I'm so glad such and such is here. I just bought my new car. It's amazing. I'm so excited. I got such a great deal. It is beautiful. I love the leather seats. Whatever you're gonna do. Whatever, you're just gonna go ahead and celebrate what it is as if you've already had it. And keep it up, and don't negate it by then speaking badly of it or going back to longing. It's here. You just gotta wait for it to show up, which is no skin off your back. Go out and do something fun, and later the universe will remind you. All right, so I'm going to channel Wintana for a little healing for all of you. And if you want another healing, tune into my channel after this, Soundwaves Heal, for one that I'm doing next. This healing is, she says that if you celebrate more, you'll have more to celebrate. So she's going to help you with that, with this healing. Okay, thank you all so much. You can always find me at soundwavesheal.com. I am a shamanic channel and mentor. I love to help people connect not just with their spirit guides, but with their beings of light who help them, with Fae, with all kinds of beings, so that you can communicate with them. That's what I do in my monthly group. We have just so many programs of that, plus a full Lightworker school. And I also teach a lot of trance channeling. I teach psychic Reiki healing, and I teach light language and advanced and master level of all of those things. So catch me on my channels and chats, 5D Channels and Chats podcast. And you can also catch me on etherealtv.net, which is brand new It's a brand new TV, soon to be app, and it's pretty cool. And my new show there is Higher Realm Activations. And I also would love if you joined my 5D Daily Facebook group for healers and channels. I'll be live there next, but I'll be live everywhere, so catch me. But the replay, that's where you'll find it. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, you guys have a beautiful day, okay? See you later. Bye.